Scorpio. Pause. Take a breath, because the universe is about to hand you 3 miracles between July 11th and 13th that you've waited lifetimes for. These are not ordinary moments. These are timeline-shifting, identity-altering, and destiny-unlocking events, each divinely timed to restructure your path forward. In this video, we'll uncover the 3 shocking miracles that are being delivered into your life by cosmic forces that don't miss. So, Scorpio, stay until the very end, because miracle number 3 will awaken a dormant power you didn't even know you had. If you're ready to receive it, drop a "I'm open to miracles" in the comments now. Let's dive in. Miracle 1. The Golden Unlocking Scorpio. On July 11th, the universe doesn't knock. It slides open a golden door you didn't even realize had hinges. Not with chaos, not with fire, but with grace, quiet and unmistakable power. This is what I call the Golden Unlocking. It's the kind of shift that doesn't scream, but it transforms everything. You see, this day is touched by a unique frequency, a golden frequency, sparked by a celestial alignment between Mars, your ancient ruler, Venus, and a mysterious activation point in your second house of wealth, values, self-worth, and legacy. Translation: something you deeply value, something you've been energetically calling in but couldn't reach, suddenly becomes accessible, visible, yours. But this miracle isn't loud. It doesn't arrive with thunder and fanfare. It arrives as a soft whisper, a nudge, a strange synchronicity that makes you go, "Wait, what just happened?" And here's why. Because this door you're about to walk through, it's one you've been standing in front of for years. Maybe you thought it was sealed permanently. Maybe you believed you weren't worthy of what lay behind it. But the truth is, Scorpio, that door wasn't locked. You just hadn't become the version of you who could open it. Until now. What's behind this door? Let's get specific. This golden unlocking could look like a financial offer that arrives unexpectedly, a bonus, check, contract, or sale, a business idea that finally gains momentum, a talent or gift you once buried out of fear, but now someone wants to pay you for it, a mentor who shows up and says, "You're ready, let's go." But it might not be a material thing, Scorpio. It might be a shift in self-worth, a new wealth frequency that enters your body and rewires your identity. One moment, you're doubting your value. The next, you feel the truth in your bones. I am meant for more. That is the unlocking. A key from the universe. What's so miraculous about July 11th isn't just the opportunity, it's the perfect timing. You'll feel it as a soft internal click. The code has been entered, the lock gives way, and what was once stuck begins to flow. Expect a strange feeling of alignment, right place, right time, divine orchestration. Goosebumps when something finally moves after months of silence. This may not make logical sense. You may think, why is this happening now, after all this time? But that's how miracles work. They don't follow timelines. They follow readiness. A shift in self-perception. Here's the deeper layer, Scorpio. This golden unlocking isn't just about external wealth. It's about you finally releasing an old identity. The one who questioned their worth, hid their brilliance, let rejection convince them they weren't enough. That version of you is dying, and in its place rises someone who knows their value, owns their magnetism, and says yes to receiving without guilt. Because you are no longer the outsider clawing at the gates of abundance. You're the key holder. You always were. How to prepare for the golden unlocking. This miracle wants to find you ready and grounded. Here are 3 ways to align yourself on or before July 11th. 1. Crystal alignment. Sit quietly with citrine or pyrite in your left hand, your receiving hand. Visualize a golden door opening before you. Say, I receive with trust. I walk through my door of wealth now. 2. Wealth identity. Affirmation. Repeat this aloud or write it 11 times. I accept the keys to my new wealth reality. I am ready. Words are spells, Scorpio. Speak them with certainty. 3. Journal your 3. Recurring ideas. What idea, offer or urge has been showing up in your thoughts over and over? One of them is not just an idea, it's the door. And now that door is open. Expect return energy, and don't be surprised if someone from your past re-emerges, someone who once said no, passed you over, or underestimated you. They may now say, I see your value, let's talk. Why? Because you shifted, and now the external world mirrors it back. Final message for July 11th. Scorpio, this is a miracle of alignment, not force, not hustle. Don't push, receive, be present. Watch for the moment when something clicks into place. That's the miracle arriving. That's the golden unlocking. And when it does, don't hesitate. Walk through, claim it, anchor it. Say, I claim this new chapter. I am the one I've been waiting for. Because on July 11th, everything changes. Miracle 2. The Soul Companion Shift, Scorpio. On July 12th, you step into a liminal space, 1 foot in this world and 1 foot in another. Because on this day, the veil between timelines begins to dissolve. The ordinary feels strange, the air hums differently, and you may catch yourself thinking, wait, haven't I felt this before? That's not your imagination, that's your soul remembering. You see, this day marks the activation of what I call the Soul Companion Shift, a rare cosmic event where soul contracts you made long before you were born begin to reawaken. These are not random meetings, they are fated collisions. And when they arrive, Scorpio, they'll shake something deep in you, not with fear, but with a powerful aching sense of recognition. A strange, familiar feeling. Here's what this might look like. You may bump into someone from your past, a person you haven't spoken to in years, and suddenly the connection re-sparks like it never left. Or you may meet someone new, a stranger, but with them comes an overwhelming sensation of home. Their voice, their energy, their presence. Something in you remembers them, not from this life, but from another. These are not ordinary relationships, they are spiritual companions, souls that have walked with you before and are returning now to fulfill a higher purpose. This may also come through a dream that feels too real, a message from a guide, ancestor, or animal totem, a sudden realization that a friend or mentor in your life is more important to your spiritual path than you thought. The key? You'll feel it in your solar plexus, like a rush of certainty, a calm power, a jolt of, yes, this is the one I've been waiting for. The Soul Circle Realignment. Why now? Because you've evolved, you've done the shadow work, you've shed your old skins, and now your external circle must reflect the new frequency you've stepped into. Think of it like this. As your vibration rises, your soul circle must be reassembled. This means old karmic ties may gently dissolve without drama, just truth. New companions may arrive, and you'll feel the electricity in your bones, and stagnant bonds, the ones that drain your energy or confuse your purpose, may begin to unravel. Scorpio, this isn't rejection, this is realignment. The universe is whispering, you don't have to walk this next path alone, but only those aligned with your soul's purpose can come with you. And that is a miracle. It's not just about romance. Let's be clear, this miracle isn't only about twin flames or soulmates in the romantic sense. This is deeper than that. This is about the divine alliances you need to fulfill your mission. This could be a creative partner who sees your vision, a mentor who activates your leadership, a spiritual teacher who helps you remember who you are, or even a friend who arrives just as you need support. Some of these companions may be temporary, some may stay for the rest of your life, but all of them come with codes, keys to activate the next chapter of your journey. How you'll know it's them. When this companion arrives, you'll notice a strange sense of déjà vu, as if you've had this exact moment before, a rush of peace or power in your solar plexus or chest eye contact that holds just a little longer than it should, a deep feeling of safety, curiosity or activation, and most of all, a voice inside that says, "You're not imagining this, you're remembering." How to prepare for the companion shift. On July 12th, your job is not to search, but to notice. Here's how to open yourself up to this miracle. 1. Light a white candle, sit in stillness. Say aloud, "I welcome my divine companions into my life now. I am ready for sacred reunion." 2. Reflect on alignment. Ask yourself, who in my life makes me feel more like myself? Who feels like they drain or confuse my spirit? What relationships feel karmic? And what feels sacred? Write the answers. Clarity is your magnet. 3. Trusted chance meetings. Be open to eye contact, small talk, strange coincidences. Nothing is random on this day. The universe may send you a guide disguised as a stranger. And remember, your allies don't always look how you expect. They may show up as an animal you keep seeing, a child, an elder, even someone you once overlooked. Final message for July 12th, Scorpio. You're not here to journey alone, you never were. July 12th marks the return of a soul you've walked with before, someone who knows your spirit in ways that language can't explain. Let them in. Let the old bonds fall. Let the divine alliances rise. Let yourself be supported, because this next chapter of your life, it's not meant to be written solo. The miracle is not just in who arrives, but in who you become because of them. So say it now. I welcome my soul companions. I remember who we are. The door is open. Your people are coming. The shift is already in motion. And Scorpio, you're ready. Miracle 3, the Phoenix Light Code. And then, Scorpio, July 13th arrives like a cosmic lightning strike. Sudden, brilliant, and completely unignorable. This is the final, most powerful miracle of all. It is the moment your soul has been whispering about behind every setback, every lesson, every heartbreak. It is the rebirth, the moment the phoenix rises. Welcome to your Phoenix Light Code activation. The final initiation. Between July 11th and 13th, you've been undergoing a transformation. First came the golden unlocking, where new doors of wealth and opportunity cracked open. Then came the soul companion shift, where divine allies and soulmates returned to your path. And now comes you, the new you, the one who's been buried under layers of fear, doubt, shame, old stories, ancestral karma, and past life wounds. That version of you is emerging from the ashes. On July 13th, Pluto, your modern ruler, enters a rare and electrifying harmonic alignment with the Moon and Uranus. What does this mean? It means you're not just shifting your mood or mindset, you're shifting your timeline. A spiritual jailbreak. This energy doesn't arrive gently, it doesn't knock politely on your door, it kicks it in. This miracle will feel like a bold, irrational decision that suddenly makes perfect sense. A moment of radical clarity where you say, "I'm done playing small." A physical, emotional, or energetic breakthrough that frees you from an old identity. This is what I call a spiritual jailbreak. It's when you wake up and say, "This version of me is expired. I release her, I bless her, and now I become something more." Maybe that means leaving a job you've finally launching the project or business that's been sitting in your soul, speaking your truth in a relationship, even if it risks everything. Letting go of a version of yourself that was never truly you, Scorpio. You were born to burn down what no longer serves, but now you're doing it not in destruction, but in liberation. How the phoenix rises. The phoenix doesn't rise because everything's perfect. She rises because she has no choice. You may feel overwhelmed with emotion, pierced by clarity, electrified by the knowing that something must change. Now don't resist it. Let the fire rise, because on the other side is freedom. Expect strange signs, 111, 999, or 144, appearing repeatedly, dreams of fire, flying or shedding skin, intense heat or tingling around your heart or throat chakras. A sudden craving for change, not just in your life, but in how you show up in the world. This is your initiation. It's not always gentle, but it is always holy. You are not who you were yesterday. This miracle is not just about what you do, it's about who you become. On this day, your energy field upgrades, your timeline recalibrates, your aura emits something different, something undeniable. People may look at you differently. They may say, something's changed. You seem more powerful, more clear, more magnetic. And that's because you are. Scorpio, your light is no longer hiding behind shadows. Your truth is no longer diluted. Your destiny is no longer deferred. You are no longer who you were, and because of that, everything changes. How to prepare for your phoenix rebirth. This miracle deserves a sacred space. Here's how to honor the shift that is rising within you. 1. Speak the activation. Aloud, say, I fully accept my rebirth. I am the phoenix rising. I remember who I am. These words aren't poetry. They're a spell, an invitation to the new frequency you're stepping into. 2. Take a salt bath or energy shower, cleanse your body to mark the release of the old. As you wash, imagine the past versions of you dissolving into the water, returning to source with gratitude. 3. Wear red or gold on July 13th. These colours carry the frequency of power, royalty, fire, and sovereignty. They're not just fashion choices, they are symbols of your resurrection. 4. Burn the old belief. Write down one belief you're ready to release. I'm not good enough. No one supports me. I'm too late. Then burn it safely. Watch the smoke rise and say, I am free. What this phoenix looks like in real life. Let's bring it back to earth. What might this transformation look like in your actual life? You finally say yes to something bold. You walk away from something you've outgrown. You speak a truth you've been holding back for far too long. You take your power back from a person, system, or story that tried to keep you small. You may cry, you may feel fear, you may grieve an old identity. But don't mistake this for regression. This is power re-entering your system. You are remembering that you are the fire. You don't just survive the burn, you become it. Final message for July 13th. Scorpio. The Phoenix Light Code is not coming, it's already here. And it's calling you into your next evolution, not just spiritually, but energetically, emotionally, financially, and even physically. This isn't a moment to play small. This isn't a day to dim your light. It's a day to stand up, look the universe in the eye and say, I accept the crown. I accept the fire. I accept who I truly am. And in that moment, everything begins to rearrange itself around your new vibration. So, if you're ready to rise, if you're ready to stop hiding your magic, if you're ready to lead, heal, build, create, or inspire from a place of pure authenticity, then July 13th is your launch point. Say it with me now. I rise, I remember, I reclaim everything that was once mine. Your rebirth is now, and the world is ready for your light. Scorpio, between July 11th and 13th, you're stepping through a cosmic portal of miracles, shifts, and revelations. You will receive the golden unlocking. You will reunite with a soul companion, and you will activate the Phoenix Light Code. This isn't just a 3-day window. It's a rebirth. It's a moment your future self has been guiding you toward for months. So now, breathe in, say out loud, "I am ready for my miracles," and let the universe know you're watching, you're listening, and you're choosing alignment. Comment 777 I claim my miracles. If you're ready, like, share, and subscribe if this resonated, and I'll see you in the next transmission. Your destiny is calling. Don't be late. Marley.